Sideways, I think. You can't turn your phone. Yeah, I'm trying to rotate my phone. There we go. Is that it? Oh, you guys, I'm gone for 2 days and I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm sideways, but it's a problem, I think, with Facebook. So I hope you can read this. Let me know if you can. I have my phone. You're supposed to rotate your phone so that it's like landscape and not portrait, which is what I've done, but it usually shows there on the screen that I am. So right now when I want to read, hi Matt, when I want to read Matt's comment, good morning, crafty friends, I have to turn my head sideways. I don't know if I have to start over because I tried this several times. So can you see what I'm doing? That's the most important thing. Can you see what I'm doing? And is it reasonable for me to continue this way? If you're not, I will try to start over, but I don't know that I can fix it. You can see? Okay. All right, so let's start, and this will be sort of weirdly filmed, but that's okay. Hi everyone. Welcome. This is Rita from Miss Rita. Hi Bren, nice to see you. Hey Bren, your peach cutie and the box that comes with it. I don't know if you want the box with all the stuff that's in there. I did buy it for you, and I'm happy to just send it without opening it, but it did come in. And wanted to know what you'd like me to do. Just send the cutie or the whole box? The whole box has a bunch of good stuff in there, I think. I'm trying to remember what was in there. But okay, so this morning I'm back. Hello, it's 4th of July week. It's going to be turning July on what? Wednesday? No, Thursday. And we are, being Americans mostly, we're going to be working on some patriotic cards that I found in Design Space. You want it all? Okay. All right. Good. I'll send it out. So anyway, if you're just joining us, this might look a little weird, and I'm sorry about that. It is a little sideways. I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's on my end. Sometimes Facebook does this. So we'll just keep going. So we're going to be doing some Independence Day or some patriotic cards that I found in Design Space. And today is for people that like the look of joy cards. Okay, they like the look of the joy insert cards, but they have a maker or explore, and so they can't make them. And so this is sort of for them. Plus, I'm going to play around with some things in Design Space. So first, I want to show you where I got these images from. Then I want to show you how I changed them around a bit. And this one is the one that I changed around. I want to show you. I'm going to give you this file. Also, there are 3 gift tags here that are pretty basic, but they're really cute. So if you do like goodie bags for your picnic or your barbecue, you can use those. There's a couple they're not quite red, white, and blue, so I picked those. But then I also have an entire section of just very basic cards that you can cut out, very similar to the joy. Let me show you those, okay? They're called quick cut cards. So in Design Space, if you are looking for the insert cards, it's easier if you just look under quick cut cards, and there are a lot of them, and here are the patriotic ones, the most patriotic ones I picked out, and I will give you this file as well. Before we get started, I do want to say that I made a mistake. ooh, I made a mistake. I'm not perfect. I apologize. But I made a mistake on the Bright Pad Go with the code. I don't think that the code is going to work if you're my code, Miss Rita 10. The code only works on materials, doesn't work on machines. And I hadn't given any thought to the fact that the Bright Pad is probably, because it has a plug, even though you do unplug it, it has a plug. And so it's considered a machine, I guess. Anything with a plug in it, somebody told me once. So if you did try to order that and you were trying to get the discount from me, because I did say there would be a discount, I apologize. That's not the case. You will get your discount if you're an Access member. And so that should be a 10% discount off of the price of the Bright Pad Go, which went live yesterday, both on Target for the original Bright Pad, and then the for the Bright Pad Go, the wireless option, the one that's like kind of rechargeable, is also, it's available on Cricut.com and will only be there for a little while. I'm sorry, it will be exclusive to either Target or Cricut for a little while. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is, oh yay, you ordered it. Yeah, I really like it. It seems a little tiny bit smaller. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The sideways screen for Miss Rita is on her end, not yours. Okay, yeah. So sorry about the sideways. I don't know if you're seeing it actually, like, what. Okay. So anyway, the other thing is that all weekend long, all I could think about was rhinestones. And because I ordered a bunch of rhinestones, and they came in, and I got them, and I wanted to. Tomorrow, I want to talk about, there's two different ways, at least two different ways, let's say. There are two different ways to do these rhinestones. And one is to use the Hot Fix, that little tool, right? And do it that way, which I was trying to show you, I think, on Thursday. And the other one, which I'm so excited for, but I'm still waiting. The other one is to use our Easy Press Mini and rhinestone using a template. I am so excited for that one, but I'm still waiting for some things to come in. But so in the meantime, if you plan on buying rhinestones, there's a few things that you need to know about them. And so we'll go over them tomorrow, just about rhinestones in general, what you're going to look for if you got that Hot Fix tool, which I know some of you did get. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with these images. I'm going to images over here on the left-hand side, and then image sets. And I found these cards. This is the card, one of the cards that I did. But you'll notice it's 3 colors. And let me show you where I found them. They were under holiday cards. There's an image set called Simple Holiday Cards, if I can find it. This is an old image set, but I go to time and time again. I wish that you could bookmark some image sets because I would like that. Okay, so where is my image set that's called Simple Holiday Cards? I should have put in something else. Let me put in simple. Here we go. Okay, so there's a series of these cards called simple cards. Simple cards, simple everyday cards, holiday cards, pop-up cards. There's a whole series of them. So we're going to the simple holiday cards, and you'll notice that there's a card for every holiday, including some patriotic cards, which is where I got this one, okay? But these are very simple because, as the name suggests, so here's the home of the brave. So that's kind of 4th of July-ish. And then there's, where's the other two that I like? There's one that has home of the brave. Here's the Independence Day, and here's the one with the Statue of Liberty. Okay, so we're going to pull those in. And when we do, the way that they make these simple, this was, remember, before they came out with insert cards. So it's like they were playing with the concept. And so it's really just 2 pieces of card, and then you cut them out. So they come in with an envelope. Let's get rid of those envelopes. So here we're just going to ungroup this and get rid of the envelope. We can regroup this. Okay, that's what I'm going to do for all 3 of these. Ungroup, remove the envelope, buy your envelopes at online or at Michael's. That's what I do. Anyway, ungroup, delete. Okay. So let's not group this. So just to see, this is what happens. So you have one piece. This is the outside, and it becomes the backside piece. It has a scoring. Now, one of the things that I came across, particularly with this type, here the scoring is not terrible. And actually on this card, the Home of the Brave card, if you ungroup it, it's actually the way that I want it, where there's an overlay on top of a basic card. This, I like it this way. Because I can put a sentiment on here. I can just move this up here and put a sentiment here, wishing you all happy 4th of July or something like that. And also, because when you fold it, see right here with the score, I'm going to get in close so you can see it. So the score right here, when you fold it right here and do the score line, this is a tough fold because you have to put glue here and it doesn't always stay shut. So what I like to do is I'd like to incorporate red into this image because it's only got blue and white. And I want to avoid the scoring part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this simple card into basically a card front, and then I'm just going to use a basic card back to it. Okay, so how do I do that? So, well, first I need to get rid of the backing of this card. Okay, so let's move this over here. So to get rid of the backing of the card, we do need to detach. Let me see if I can go back. We need to detach. We have to take off that scoring because by detaching and eliminating the scoring, it makes our image easier to slice. Okay. So here's the image. I am going to insert a shape, which is over here on the left, and we'll make it a square. And then I am going to unlock it so that I can pull it over on top of my card like this at the halfway point, which is where the scoring was, right? And then I'm going to select these 2 and I'm going to hit slice. By doing that, I have removed, remember slice creates like 3 layers. So I have removed a number of layers, but this is the layer that I want. But now I want to incorporate some red into this. So what I decided to do was change the top to white. Okay. So I was thinking, well, okay, the blue are the stars, and the stripes are red and white, right? So I'm going to change this to white. I go up here under operation and I just change it to white. I actually don't need this insert, so I'm going to get rid of it. So here I'm going to then duplicate this. So white is going to be on top, and then I'm going to have blue and red, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to contour out. So I'm going to use contour, which is down here on the right-hand side, contour. And here what I want to do, since this is going to be white and I want the red to show through, I am going to click on all of these here that are the stripes, you see, and follow along with me. But yes, this will work. By taking these contours out, it means that what's going to show is your color. So let's turn this red, and now when you see this, see what happens? It makes the red shine through. Now this one, we want to turn blue. We can do that now. But it's not going to work. Let's go back, arrange to the back. It's not going to work that way because it hasn't got anything contoured. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit contour, and we are going to take out those lines. Actually, you know what we can do? We can actually hide all the contours actually, and all we want is the plain color, and then putting it in behind here turns it all the rest blue. But if you wanted to take it one step further, okay, and maybe you wanted to use a bit of gold, like gold glitter or something for the independence, for the word independence, you could then duplicate this and contour. We're going to show all the contours. Okay, we're going to show all the contours again. And then we're going to just eliminate the stripes because we want the red to poke through, you know. And so we're doing the stripes, and then we're going to just one by one, or you can do it on the side here. We're going to hide the Independence Day. Okay, so let's see. E. There's a lot of E's in Independence. C. And where are the rest? Where are the rest? Don't see them, so I'm just going to do them by hand. So we can just hide these, and so they're going to show up. All right, that should do it for us. And whoop, no, I have two stripes over here that are showing. Don't want that. I think that's going to work. I think. Let me see. Am I wrong? Why am I thinking I did something wrong here? Let's see. Let's change this to gold and see if that works. Arrange this to the back. And this, and yeah, it worked, guys. So see, now I have this top piece, which is going to be in white. We've got a red piece that is going to be just in red cardstock. And then we can use our glitter or gold shiny for the word independence. And then the blue, that is the background for the stars and where it says Happy 4th of July. So there you go. And now, as far as the base of the card, I'm going to show you how to put this together. But so as far as the base of the card goes, I just took, and for cutting this out, I used my favorite paper, which is the Recollections brand from Michaels. Hold on just a sec. And I'll show you. This one is actually a pretty good and appropriate one for the summer. It's called Sail Away, and it has red, a light blue, white, blue, and green. Obviously, you're not going to use the green except maybe for the not for these things, but you could use all four of these colors to make your card. So you don't need anything special. So in this case, you might not have any glitter in that gold color, so you want to use maybe the light blue just to give a contrast. So it turns a simple card into a little more complex card. People are going to go, what did you do? I want to know. So let me show you how this goes together. I actually did just the three layers and then the base of the card. So I'm going to pull you down here. My messy thing. So here are the bases of the card that I cut out. I cut this out with my 8.5 by 11 inch, and I was able to cut out 2 pieces. I will tell you that this white part and also the red, I used intricate cuts on because there are a lot of intricate cuts here. So both sides. And I don't know, for some reason, I must have accidentally erased when I was doing the contour, accidentally erased the star, but we'll pretend like it's there, okay? So that way it will cut through, and then all of my stars would appear to be blue instead of this one being red. That wasn't on purpose or anything. So then these are my layers, and then this is my card base. So you could cut this, yes, on your machine. You would just make it you'd take an 8.5 by 11 inch card and you would just cut it on your machine to be, let's see, I just want to make sure I'm giving you the right. So it's 8.5 inches this way and 5.5 inches this way. Or you could just simply take your trimmer. Here's the trimmer. And your 8.5 by 11 inch paper, this is my preferred way of doing this, because you lose material when you're cutting it out on your machine. So I like to do this, and this actually saves me material. So I just take my 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper, and I'm going to cut it in half exactly, and I'm cutting it, horizontally. All right. And so this cuts in half, and you have 2 exact same pieces. And as we've mentioned before, this creates a perfect base for an A2 card. Okay. So we just fold it in half. You get good at this, but if you want, you can measure it out, but you just get good at it. And there is your card base, and you can either stamp in here, write in here. If you're doing it on your machine, you could have the writing here. Okay. And then here are our 3 pieces. So we're going to just glue these 3 pieces together to create the front, and then we'll glue it to the back. Easy peasy. All right, so let's start with the white. I'm using this, which is my Barely Art Precision Craft glue. I do highly recommend this glue because it has a really nice tip to it, and so the glue comes out very sparingly. And so for this kind of a card, which has a lot of intricate cuts, like look at all of these very thin lines, I'm able to put just a tiny bead or line of glue. Like here on Independence Day, I can put in between all of those letters, I can put just a tiny bit of glue, and it won't come squishing out the sides when I put it onto the card. And so that's what I'm doing here. And you guys know, I'm going to say this, but you'll do this better because you're not like rushing or on a camera. So, but try to use just a little bit of glue. And if you have to go back, you can go back and add more once you have it attached to your card. Okay, so you can do it this way. This is the way I would do it, is working from the back, turn this over like this, and then line it up just like this, so that you're not seeing any white come through. This is slightly off, so you can sort of try to move it over a little bit. I think that's going to be perfect, right? And then we've got to do the same gluing again, maybe not nearly as precisely as we did the other one, but enough to hold it in place. I might just put a few little drops here and here and here to just kind of hold it in place. And again, you do what's, what works for you. This is what kind of works for me. And then we take the blue and we put it over. It doesn't really matter about the blue because the blue is going to cover anything that's been cut out. Isn't that easy? So cute. Now this would make, if you wanted to, if you didn't want to make a card, blow it up and make it into a little sign. I think that would look really good. But today we're doing this card. So we took our half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 and we're just going to glue, or you can use tape if you want. I always forget to tell you that you can use tape. There are people that use tape exclusively. I use it, but I just forget because I really like my glue so much. But a double stick tape works really well too. And that is your happy 4th of July, Independence Day, 1776 card. I think this would make a really nice little sign too, as I mentioned. And, maybe for outdoors, if you're having like a cookout or something. So I was watching the Bright Pet video on Reed's channel and I thought it was today's session. Oh, well. You guys want to see the Bright Pad again? I'm happy to show you that. And I can actually come back later on today and show you a little bit more. I was gone for a couple of days and I know there was a lot that went on. Last week we had a mystery box. We had the Bright Pad launch, and then we did a lot of projects last week. And so I kind of wanted to take it easy on you and me getting back into the week. But if you want to see, an invitation for a barbecue would be perfect. And you could actually write it out and put it on the inside of the card if you wanted to, do it that way. But this is just a really fun little card. Again, I'll give you all three of the cards. The one with the faces from the Mount Rushmore. The other one with the Statue of Liberty. I'll also give you all of those quick cut cards. And the one that has three, the same thing I have that has three gift tags. They all come from Design Space. They're all free to use if you're a Design Space customer, whatever you call it, Design Space subscriber, and they just make really cute things. And you don't need to have. The reason why I come up with this is because a lot of times people go looking for 4th of July paper, and I have found it very difficult to find 4th of July paper. And so every once in a while I will get like a pack from Echo Park or something like that, or Doodlebug, but it sort of gets lost in all my summer paper and I find it after the fact. And that's what happened this year. So because of all the changes I've made to my studio. So I figured I always have red, white, and blue solid cardstock, and most people probably do too, or if they don't have it, they can easily pick it up at Michael's. This is great paper. It cuts really, really well. It's called Michael's Recollections brand, and it comes in different color wheels. This one, there's another one here that's fairly new, that's green. I don't know what it's called though. I think but look at all the greens. That's pretty cool. It comes in all different colors, and now even comes in foils, which is really nice, and vellum. So here you go. That's the project for today. And I know it's really, really quick because I wanted to talk about these rhinestones. I am so in love with these rhinestones. And I just kind of wanted to show you. I bought these on Etsy. I started buying them on Amazon and I got really confused. So I went to Etsy. Now these, just as a FYI, rhinestones come in different sizes. And you can either do it by the millimeter or this number, SS number. So, and that stands for, I found out, stone size. Okay, so there's SS6, which is very small. There's 12, 16, 20, 30, 34, and 40. I was hovering around the 20s, and then I started to like the 16. So I chose 16, but now I'm like thinking maybe I should go a little bit smaller, maybe not as small as 6, but might want to go to the SS12. But I purchased a bunch of the SS12 from Etsy. This was from this company called Blingy Thingy. And they have 62 colors, and they have them in pretty much all of these sizes. What I found is that the templates that are pre-made for you tend to be in this size, SS12. So that's why I was kind of like, maybe I should buy some SS12. But we can develop our own little templates, and I'll show you how to do that on Wednesday. But tomorrow we'll go over this, and these are how they come. Usually you buy them by the gross. A gross is 144 pieces. So this has 1,440 pieces in this pack, and that is 10 gross. 10 gross should cost you under $10. Okay, so if you want to get into this, and you really, really want to get into this, you know, you'd have to probably, I think buying it by the gross would probably not be a great idea. I think a 10 pack is probably a good idea. And then I would buy something that, and I did buy something that I can just kind of snip these off and put them in the tray, because they all go crazy all moving around. The other thing I wanted to point out to you is that rhinestones come two ways, and you have to be very diligent about this, okay? Because if you want to use your Easy Press or your Hot Fix tool, you need to get the stones that have the glue on the back, okay? The stones that have, they're called Hot Fix. And so when you're doing a search for them, type in Hot Fix. And if you see something and it does not say Hot Fix, or if it just says flat back, then those are not the stones for you. The flat back ones are often used with the nails, is what I'm finding out. And I'm hoping that this has got glue on the back, because it's very weird looking from the others. But so if you're doing nails, or if you're doing some sort of like shoes or something that you couldn't use the heat on, then you would glue them on, right? So if you're doing nails, you glue them on. But these we're going to do on paper and on fabric. So we're going to go ahead and use the Hot Fix setting stone that way, or using our Easy Press Mini. Okay, so we're going to go over this more tomorrow, but I just thought I would kind of give you a preview of what we're going to be doing. Is just talking about rhinestones and doing it with the templates that are in Design Space, but then I'm going to go off the rails a little bit and find some other templates and show you how that works too. Okay? All right, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. I'm around. I'm back from New Hampshire, and I said hello to my friends in Canada. We were in this. I think this was just a special, like, extra purchase thing, but I don't know that they're Hot Fix. But those are really pretty too, right? They're pearls. Anyway, so, yep, I was in Canada. I'm not Canada. I was not in Canada, but I waved to all my Canadian friends. And we went to Vermont to visit my mom. My mom's in New Hampshire, but she wanted to go to Walmart in Vermont. So I told her, yep, sure, we'll go over there. And that was a nice ride. I actually like Vermont better than New Hampshire, so I enjoyed that ride. But it's a long ride, 4 hours, and I had good company. So it was I just, walked, drove a lot. So glad to be back, and we have a fun week coming up, and with the 4th of July, we'll do that. We're also going to do something for Canada Day, which is July 1st, and I hope that you can stick around, and I hope I can fix this problem with the sideways. I apologize for that. All right, everyone, thanks so much for coming today, and we will see you again tomorrow. I did enjoy my weekend. Thank you, Emmy. We'll see you again tomorrow, where we're going to go over the rhinestones a little bit more. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, Penny. Penny, I sent you something. Did you get it yet? I did send you something. Bran, I'll make sure I get this peach mystery box out to you with my gift, and we'll see you all soon. Okay, take care.